Good morning. Today we are going to take chapter 4. The name of the chapter is Change in Profit Sharing Ratio Among the Existing Partners. This is the third chapter from the partnership unit. The first one was fundamentals of partnership, okay, accounting for partnership fundamentals. Second was goodwill, nature and valuation. And third in the partnership is change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. The first chapter, not for profit organizations, we will take later on. Now, in this, the first term or which first topic which we have to understand is reconstitution of partnership. Now, any change in the partnership agreement gives rise to change in the relationship among partners. Any change in the partnership agreement gives rise to change in the relationship among the partners, and it is known as reconstitution of partnership. Now, reconstitution is a very broad term. When any kind of change happens between any change in the relationship between the existing partner is there, it is known as reconstitution of partnership. Now, it may happen when the existing profit sharing ratio changes, or a new partner is admitted into partnership firm, or one of the partners retire or die. Two firms, different firms come together. So the old agreement comes to an end and new agreement comes, and that is known as reconstitution of partnership. See, as a result, the existing agreement comes to an end and a new agreement comes into existence. Thus, the firm continues. The business will continue. For the outsiders, there is no change in the business. Their relationship with the firm is same. But within the firm, within the partners, the old agreement comes to an end and new agreement comes into existence. Circumstances when reconstitution of firm takes place. First one, when the existing profit sharing ratio among the existing partners change. Okay, existing partners relationship change. Say for example, earlier two partners were sharing profits in the ratio of 60% and 40%. Now they decide to share profits equally, 50% and 50%. So the existing relation between the partners changes, the profit sharing ratio changes. One of the partners gain, another partner loses. Okay. Second circumstance is when a new partner is admitted into the partnership firm. So the old agreement comes to an end, new agreement comes into existence. The profit sharing ratio of old partners will reduce and the new partner will be gaining. Third case, one of the existing partners retire from the firm. On the death of a existing partner, one of the partners die, then also it is known as reconstitution of firm, because the old agreement comes to an end and new agreement comes into existence. The relationship between the existing partners change. Then the last one, amalgamation of two or more partnership firms. Now see, the first four topics are in our course. The fifth one is not there in our course, but still you remember the heading, because in the examinations sometimes the question is asked. Like the previous year there was a question that other than these four cases, name one circumstance when reconstitution of firm take place. For that, this was the only answer. Okay, so you have to keep all the points in mind. Now, when the partners decide to change the existing profit sharing ratio, in that case, now why would the partners decide to change the profit sharing ratio? It may be because the partners' capital contribution have changed, or one of the partners is not able to discharge duties of firm properly, or one of the partners is devoting more time, or one partner is devoting less. There can be many cases because of which the partners decide to change the profit sharing ratio. So as a result, some partners will gain and some will lose. The losing partners will be compensated by the gaining partners, or we can say that one partner is purchasing the share of another partner. So the partner who is going to gain must compensate the sacrificing partner. This point we will discuss in detail again. Now see, following issue must be at the time of reconstitution, when the relation between the partners is changing, certain adjustments are to be done. And what are those adjustments that we will discuss? First one, we will find out the sacrificing ratio. We will find out the sacrifice made by any partner. See, some of the partners will be gaining and some of the partners will be sacrificing, losing. So we will find out the sacrifice made by the partners. In the same manner, we will find out the gaining ratio. Some partners may be gaining, some partners may be losing. We will find out both the sacrifice made by partners and the gain made by the partners. Valuation and accounting treatment of goodwill. We have studied the valuation in the previous chapter. From this chapter, we will discuss accounting treatment also. The gaining partner will compensate the sacrificing partner based on the value of goodwill. Okay. Reserves and accumulated profits and losses will be adjusted. Now see, these reserves and accumulated profit loss belong to the old firm, so it should be distributed among the partners, or adjustment must be made so that no partner stands at loss or gain. Okay, the main purpose of adjustment of reserves and accumulated profit loss is that no partner should stand at loss or gain. In the same manner, assets and liabilities will be revalued, and any profit and loss will be distributed among the partners so that no one stands at loss or gain. Okay, then last, the capital adjustment will be done. See, these are the 6 adjustments, and each of these adjustments we will discuss in detail. In the next, we will be discussing these points in detail in the next video.